Hey guys, thanks for tuning back in to The Joy of Pilates, your online Pilates instructor. And today we are going to go through a mat routine with some small weights, or if you have soup cans or water bottles or something at home you'd like to use instead, if you don't have weights, you can grab those. This will be a great workout for those who are stuck at home during social distancing and needing something to move your body, strengthen, stretch, lengthen those muscles, and tone. So go ahead and get your weights and meet me on your mat. Let's get started. Grab your weights, roll onto your back. Inhale here. Exhale, arms up over your shoulders, curl, exhale, look to your legs. Roll back again. Arms stay nice and long. Try not to bend your elbows, but imagine pushing forwards with the weights as your chest rolls up, just rolling to the bottom of your shoulder blades. Exhale and back. Exhale, roll. From here, let's start some coordination. I want you to lift up your right leg as the weights come down, then your left. So you're going to alternate. Tabletop lifting one leg, then the other. Weights come down, knee comes right over the hip and in towards the chest. You can work on pointing your toes, but the focus is the core. I want you to feel you're not going super fast through this move. Pilates is not cardio. It's very mindful. So I want you to think of your core first, always. Think of your breath, which muscles you're firing up. One more on this side. Then I want you to pause and stay right here. And you're going to just switch your legs. Just tap your toe onto the mat. Tap your toe onto the mat. And watch out for pelvic stability. As one leg lifts, the other lowers, and you're holding those weights nice and firm off of the mat, hovering about 3 inches. Let's go for 2 more switches. And 1. Roll back. Take a quick breather. All right, let's work on that, but with legs drawn in together. So you're going to roll up. As you roll up, I want you to draw both knees into the chest. And then switch. Arms come over the shoulders, not all the way back behind you. Knees come in as you exhale, working on that supine abdominal crunch. Strong core, strong shoulders with these weights. Let's go for 3. And 2. And you know what's coming, this last one. You're going to lift that chest, hold it, draw the abdominals in, and I just want you to lower and lift the legs, I would say, as one unit. Lower them and lift them. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Can you point your toes, so plantar flexion, and just barely tap the toes onto the ground. Try not to make this a quick or heavy drop of the feet. Let's go for 3. And exhale. And 2. Exhale as you draw the knees in. On my count. And 1. Good. And then you're going to roll back. Maybe shake your arms out a little bit. Roll your wrists. From there, I want you to roll it up. Take a stretch towards your toes. All right, and let's go ahead and do a little more core work, but rolling down just halfway. So you're kneeling, and I want you to give a couple practice where you're going to roll back and roll up. Feel your pelvis posteriorly tilting, and you're going to roll back and roll up. I want you to actually feel your pelvis. It's like you're pouring punch outside of a bowl behind you, and then you roll and lift it back up to being centered. Imagine pouring out behind you like a waterfall, and then you lift it back up, sitting tall on your sits bones. This time, grab your weights. You're not rolling all the way back, even to your lumbar spine. You're not rolling far at all, just so you get that C curve and that scoop of the abdominals. Grab your weights. Let's do some bicep curls in this C curve position. Exhale, draw the weights towards you, and weights away. By the way, mine are 3 pounds. If you like it heavier, you can get 5-pound weights, 8-pound, or like I said, just soup cans or water bottles. Let's do 4 more. Exhale. Try not to move your arm all around. 3. Keep it nice and still. Just bend at the elbow. 2 and 1. Arms extend, roll back up. You can drop the weights, take a stretch towards your toes. Woo, that feels good. We got some more arm and core work mix though coming up next. Legs drawn together. Remember that half roll downs, you're going to roll down just a little bit. Grab your weights. From here, let's draw out to a T and back in. Open, exhale, close the doors. Inhale, open. Lungs open up. Exhale, core tight. Even feel the work in your shoulders. Can you squeeze your bum a little bit more? Can you draw your legs closer together? Here's 4. 3. Feels so good. You're doing great. 2. And 1. Good. Weights come down. Arms reach up. Stretch towards the toes. I like to take a stretch between each one. Next one, working those obliques. We're going to do some Russian twists. These are one of my faves. Again, roll down nice and slowly. Rock the pelvis back just a few inches. Grab your weights. Put your knuckles together, elbows wide. And you're going to twist and look towards your elbow from one side. Inhale through center. Exhale, look to the other side. Do this slower than you think. The slower you go, the better you're going to feel this core work. Keeping that C curve at the forefront of your alignment. Squeeze your legs together. Watch with your eye gaze those weights traveling side to side. Let's go for 2 more on each side. And 1 more on each side. Twisting, rotating that spine. Great work. Take a stretch. If you can't reach your toes, you can have a towel nearby. Reach that towel around your bottom of your feet and pull yourself. Stretch your spine, stretch your hamstrings here in that move. Keep your weights in hand. We're going to roll back again and do some glute work, pelvic stability. Lumbopelvic stability, and in bridges, right? So I always love bridges. Bridges were the move that drew me to Pilates, believe it or not. I loved it so much. You're going to put your weights right over your legs, right over your ASIS or your hips here. Push your weight down into your feet and lift your booty up. I want you to imagine you're pushing those weights to the ceiling. Think of alignment here. Your legs are in train tracks. Parallel, so your toes are shooting forwards parallel to each other. And you're going to feel your tailbone drop, and then you squeeze your butt and lift your pelvis up. The extra added weight adds a little bit of flair for those who want to feel the burn in their glutes, or those who have any low back pain. If you're sitting a lot, during COVID, we're all sitting a lot. You got to, if you want to counteract that back pain, squeeze those glutes and work in the bridge. The bridge is seen in PT and yoga and Pilates, all sorts of moves or all sorts of movement practices. And it is a beloved move for us who want to feel this work in our body. And of course, have a nice booty. Exhale, press. Now, we've been doing those a little bit slower. I've been chatting your ear off, but go ahead and keep a bridge lifted. And you're going to pulse down and up. So little pulses. And what I want you to feel as you pulse, are your sits bones going wider. And as you squeeze, exhale, and lift up, your sits bones get narrow. So you're going to exhale up and lower down, inhale. So it's going to be like this. Exhale up. Exhale up. So draw the core in. Squeeze your bum. You're only lowering your hips 2 inches and lifting them back up. Let's go for 3. Feeling that burn. 2 and 1. Roll all the way down. Weights down. Trust me. Grab your shins. Rock side to side. That's going to take away any of that tension you may be feeling in your glutes. Okay, from there, let's go ahead and do a little bit of coordination with the weights. Lift yourself up into bridge. You're going to bring the weights through center as your knees go wide, and the weights go out as your knees come in. All right, weights in the middle, knees wide, weights on the outside, knees in. I have a little bit of a Pilates V going on with my feet as well. All right, so you can lower the hips a little bit, squeeze and lift them up. Lower, weights in the middle, hips up, weights on the outside. And inhale, exhale. Maybe you have your weight more on the outside edge of your feet. That's fine too. Draw your belly in, strong arms with the weights, pushing that energy forward through the knuckles. Down and up. Let's go 3 and 2. You got this. Last 1. Roll that spine all the way down. Grab your shins again. Maybe this time you draw little circles with your knees, going clockwise and counterclockwise. All right, let's do some unilateral work with our legs here for our bridge work, keeping the weights in play. Press the hips up, lift up into bridge. You're going to lift up your right leg and lift up the weights. The weights are going to come down, the leg towards the chest, and then reverse. So weights behind you, leg lower, and switch. So maybe you think like windshield wipers. Leg up, weights down towards the hips, weights to the head, leg to the floor. Squeezing your opposite glute. For me, it's my left glute. Squeezing that opposite glute the whole time. Let's go for 3. 2. 1. Oh man, feeling that burn. Roll it down. Woo, let's take a quick piriformis stretch. So the leg you were just, isolating leg, bend it over the opposite knee. Pull it into the chest. It is all worth it for that stretch, isn't it? Feels so good. All right, other side, we're coming for you. We are coming for you. Okay, so this time, bridge up, weights up, opposite leg up, leg comes towards the chest, weights lower towards the hips, and switch. Try not to rock and roll through the pelvis. Strong and lengthened muscles is what we're going for. Balance through the body. And opposite movements. Here we go. For 3, 2, you got this. And 1, roll it down. Now take the leg the opposite leg you were working on, bend it over the knee, stabilizing leg, that's what I'm trying to say, the stabilizing leg, then bend it over, piriformis stretch or figure 4. I like to grab under my thigh and pull it in. Let's rock and roll like a ball to transition to go ahead and get up. I want you to lift up your booty, keep a round spine, and rock and roll, rolling like a ball. You want to try to push your spine into flexion and roll it into the ground. And then roll it all the way up. Let's transition and do a swimming move or swan because we were just working our core so much. It's important to stretch out the front of the body. Hands under the shoulders. Go ahead and lift up into swan and come back down. I want you to imagine your spine lengthens all the way up through your neck. So I don't want to see this. Okay, that's not what we're going for. I want you to imagine a line shooting out the top of your head. It's connected to your spine. Draw your core in and squeeze your butt and lengthen out. Draw your shoulder blades down and stretch out that thoracic spine. Let's do 2 more. And up. Squeeze that bum. Notice I'm not even lengthening my arms all the way out. You can keep a soft bend in your elbows. Woo! Great work. Come on down. We're going to go into some swimming. Some people tend to hate swimming. I love it. It works that back chain so well. Arms out long, legs out long. From here, lift and lengthen arms and legs, and you're going to do opposite lift off here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Take a rest. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do one more set of swimming. Arms out, legs out. Then lift them up. Push the tummy, push the pelvis to the floor. And switch for 10. 9, reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to have you guys, I'm going to instruct you to come down to a child's pose here. Lengthen that spine out. Reach the fingertips long away from the shoulders. Even longer, even longer. And roll up when ready. I feel like my mat is moving. So we're going to go ahead and move that back to center. Come to opposite arm and leg reach. So you're in all fours here. Hands under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. From here, reach out your right arm and left leg, reach and bring it down. Again, taking it slowly. Those who need to modify, maybe do a leg first and then an arm, or an arm first and then a leg. But those who can do this, just continue to alternate opposite arm and leg reach. Again, this is lumbo-pelvic stability. Woo! Bring it on down. Good warm up there. Grab your weight. One weight. Bring that hand up to your temple, and you're going to rotate up and look towards the sky. Exhale down. Rotate up, look to the sky. Inhale. Exhale down. I want you to feel that oxygen coming to new places in your core. It should almost feel like sharp or tingly because you're working your body in a new way. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Ooh, I love those, especially with the weight. It's just that much more fun. Take the weight, put it right in between your calf and then your thigh here and your glutes. All right, you want to squeeze onto it and flex your foot. Draw your knee up to parallel and then send the knee towards the chest. Reach and lift. Flex your foot. Exhale, lift up. Draw the belly in. Squeeze the glute. Slow this move down. I don't want you swinging your leg to Timbuktu all the way around. I want you to focus on the isolation. The glutes are going to squeeze. You're opening up your hip. And then send that knee down. This is really great if you've been sitting, working on your computer, or working from home. Let's press it up one more time and hold it. And you know what's coming next. Little pulses. So lift. Lift. 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Start in that horizontal or parallel tabletop. Press up from there. Lift. Here's for 5. 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. And 1. Good. Bring that knee down. Send it in front of you. Send your other leg long and go into a stretch here. Now, for those who can't bring their knee all the way to the ground, you can put a yoga block under there or a pillow or a cushion. And that might help alleviate or help you gain some success in that stretch. All right, other side. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and flip around so you guys can see this side, but I want you to do your opposite arm and leg for this little flow here. Okay, so you're going to grab your weight and bring it, sorry, my hair's a little crazy right now. Grab your weight, bring it up towards your temple, and you're going to inhale with a bent elbow and look up to the ceiling. Exhale down. Open up the trunk. Big inhale at the top. I mean big. Exhale down. Draw the core in. So good for the spine. So good for your core. Inhale up. Exhale down. Belly in. Elbow high. Elbow low. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Nice work. Okay, grab that same weight. Put it right here behind the leg. I call it the knee pit. I don't know. I'm probably the only person in the world that calls it that. Put it in your knee pit. From there, hands down flat, push into the palms. Squeeze that glute. Flex the foot. Lift the leg up. Lower the leg down into hover. Squeeze and press. It's all glute work here. We did some unilateral glute work. And down. Exhale, lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Send that knee in. Continue to push through the palms. I don't want to see anybody sinking or bent elbows, right? You want to push and work on that scapula stabilization. Strong shoulders. And last one here with the full movement, then shorten your range of motion. And you're going to lower lift. Lower lift. Pulse it out. You got this. Lower lift. Just an inch each way. Squeeze that glute. Ooh, you got this. Exhale, lift. And let's go for 5, 4, 3. Squeeze that glute. 2 and lift. Last 1. Good. Bring it on down. Bring that weight to the side. Send the leg bent and in front and your other leg long behind you. Ooh. And get, again, a nice stretch in the hips. Similar to that piriformis stretch we were doing earlier, only this one is with like half of a split involved, so it works you a little bit differently. All right, from here, let's go ahead and work side body. We'll work some mermaids, and then we're going to finish up with some breathing, okay? 1 more move on each side, some mermaids and then some breathing. All right, everybody, you want to start in like a half cheerleader sit. Bring one hand down to the mat. Reach your other one up, lift the hips up, and look down towards the hand. Okay, so that's our basic move. If you want to spice it up a little bit more, you can do this on one knee or stack the feet up and do this as a side plank. Reach over and down, reach over and down. So I want you to pick the position that works best for you, and you can work your way up as well. But remember, whichever one you're on, whether you're on step 1, step 2, or step 3, lift your hips up, reach your other arm over. You can even look down at your hand, side banana, and down, mermaid, up, over, and down. 1 more, up, over, and down. Little counter stretch. Hold your leg, reach your other arm over, look towards your legs. Good. And here we go to the other side. Starting on your knees, one hand down to the mat. You're doing that opposite side. Don't forget to always switch sides. Reach up and over. Ooh, that feels good. Lateral flexion of the spine, keeping it healthy, very preventative. of any kind of vertebra issues. Try to draw your core in as you do this. Remember the next level up, those who want it a little tougher. One knee down, one leg out, reach, and then down. Or, want super advanced, stack your feet up. Side plank, reach up and over. Lower the hips, look to the hand. Reach up and over. Send that energy through the fingertips. Continue to reach. Let's do one more. Woo! And up and over. Don't forget the counter stretch. It's so worth it. I find a lot of people don't spend enough time stretching. And that really is part of what your muscles need, what your body needs. Whew. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so glad you guys were here with me. Let's finish with a little bit of breathing. Okay, I want you to sit on your sits bones, however you're most comfortable. If you want to sit on a block, you can grab a block. Some people like to sit right on a block, so they're a little bit lifted there. Or a pillow, right? Whatever you're most comfortable in. Knees are going to come out. I want you to bring your fingertips right over your belly button, and let's inhale and exhale with some belly breathing. So I want you to feel your belly like balloon out as you inhale. As you exhale, keep your fingers where they are and feel that belly pull away from your fingers. Shoulders down, relax your eyes, relax your jaw. Belly breathing, exhale. Can you pull it closer to the spine as you exhale? Just keeping the length in your core, keeping that good posture and alignment. Great job. From there, let's do one more set of breathing. We're going to do some lateral breath on each side. Bring one hand down to the ground and the other arm over. And you're going to breathe from there, holding it in this position. If you want to feel it, bring that opposite hand to your rib cage and feel that breath. You can look down at your hand or out. Finding some gratitude in our practice. Go into the other side, finding something to be thankful for today. But especially, I want you to be thankful for your body and what you're capable of doing and the work that you've just done, that you took the time to stay healthy and strong. Ooh. It feels so good to work out with you guys. Thank you for all the suggestions. I really hope that this workout worked well for you while being stuck at home. Go ahead and comment in the comments below if there's anything else you'd like to see regarding Pilates or movement that can be done on a mat or with props. It's been so fun to hear from all of my friends and what they're interested in seeing. And YouTube is such a great platform that we can share and learn and grow together while we're stuck in our homes. It honestly feels like we are connecting and we are being social, just distanced from each other. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well at The Joy of Pilates, and subscribe, comment, and like this video. Share it with anybody else you think would find it beneficial. Thanks guys so much. Bye.